Hello there and welcome to this Crypto Quantique video presentation. In this video we will demonstrate the use of Crypto Quantique's Q architecture products, namely the QDID and the QuarkLink, which can be utilized to create a fall detection device that could be used for medical purposes in a care home, for example, to allow nursing staff to determine quickly the identity of a patient that has fallen. The demonstration will utilize the QDID for identity and the QuarkLink for onboarding of the patient's IoT device to the cloud. This will allow staff to monitor each patient's status through the use of a publisher-subscriber system or a MQTT broker implemented in both the QuarkLink or in a well-known cloud service provider. One of the critical requirements for connected medical devices is that they have seamlessly integrated security. So how can we ensure that the device is secure? This must be based on both hardware and software, and it must also be future-proof because medical devices are typically deployed for some time in the field. So let's have a look at the hardware. On the hardware side, the device must have a unique identity. This is an unforgeable value that uniquely identifies the device, and in our case, it will be the patient. This unique identity forms the root of trust of the device. So let's have a look at the software side. The software must be able to provision, onboard, and monitor the devices securely and at scale. Thousands of medical devices must be securely deployed with zero-touch secure provisioning. What that means is that the provisioning of these medical devices must be allowed to be done without having to trust third-party companies to program them with secure information. But one of the problems in the industry today when it comes to connecting devices to the internet, it turns out this is extremely difficult to provide both a hardware root of trust and software to allow the connection of these devices to cloud services at scale. Nobody so far has been able to solve this problem seamlessly. Apart from Crypto Quantique, of course, with their Q architecture products, the QDID and the QuarkLink. Let's first have a look at the QDID. This is a silicon IP that can be integrated into a semiconductor device, for example, a microcontroller or an ASIC or a system on chip. Once integrated, the QDID forms part of the root of trust of that silicon device and provides it with a quantum-driven, unforgeable root of trust. The QuarkLink is a software package, which is a universal IoT security platform. This is the only platform available that can provide device-to-application end-to-end security. The two products form part of Crypto Quantique's Q architecture, and this is a completely pre-integrated hardware and software system that removes the complexity, cost, and cyber risk from the deployment of medical devices. Let's have a look at the demonstration setup. Over here you can see the QuarkLink that's running in the cloud. You can also see Amazon Web Services, which is used in the demonstration. These are all connected via the network. Also, we'll be using an MQTT broker that's integrated into the QuarkLink, and we'll demonstrate the switching between this broker and the broker that's actually part of the AWS services. On the screen you'll see the main dashboard of the QuarkLink, and you'll also see the publisher and subscriber, which represents the patient and the administration service. These will be connected over Wi-Fi through a router to the network. So firstly, here you can see the dashboard of the QuarkLink that I'm going to use. This is its current URL. Over here you can see there's a camera which is showing you two IoT devices. These are representing our connected devices. One here, the subscriber, will be the medical administration staff, and this one will be the publisher, which represents the IoT device that will be on the patient's person. So here you can see the menu of the QuarkLink. Devices, this is showing you a list of devices that can connect or are currently connected to this particular QuarkLink. So here you can see subscribers, so there could be multiple administration staff viewing the data from the patients. And here you can see publishers, so these are the patients' IoT modules. If we look into here, you can see the identity of the patient's modules. So each one of these identities is a unique identity that represents a patient. These unique identities come from a QDID that's integrated into the module. So this is a unique identity which is unforgeable and is quantum driven. Here you can see the HSM that is utilized by this particular QuarkLink. So this is used to manage the PKI, the certificates and the keys of this IoT ecosystem controlled by this QuarkLink. Then we have firmware that we can upload to the IoT devices. We have a policy. This is defining the validity period of the certificates used when onboarding devices. And then we have IoT hubs. This is a list of the cloud service providers that this QuarkLink will be utilizing. Let's now return to the dashboard of the QuarkLink. Here it gives you status information of the connected devices that this particular QuarkLink is managing. You can see how many devices are connected, enrolled, revoked, etc. But let's have a look at my two devices I have up here. So you can see here this one is a subscriber, and if you recall, that represents the administration staff of a medical facility that are monitoring patients. Currently this is not monitoring any patients. I haven't connected it to a broker. This IoT device represents a device that will be given to a patient to allow us to monitor their status. I haven't switched this on because I haven't assigned it to a patient as yet. And how do I do that? I go to Devices, and this is going to be a publisher, of course. It'll be publishing status information of the patient. So if we go under Publishers and I switch this device on, you'll see that it'll try now to connect to a cloud service, and how it will do that is try to connect to this particular QuarkLink that I have here. So here you can see it's connecting to the Wi-Fi network and it's trying to connect to the QuarkLink, but the QuarkLink is not allowing it to enroll. It says the device has been revoked. And if we look under devices and the correct identity, you see this identity here is 2ACBA. And you can see here, this represents that particular device. This is a 256-bit number, which is the unique identity of the device, which has been extracted from the QDID integrated into that device. So this represents a quantum-driven unique identity. So as you can see here, this device has actually been revoked. So this is why it cannot connect, because I've assigned it to a new patient. So what I'm going to do now is give it to the patient, and I'm going to re-enroll, allow this patient to enroll onto the QuarkLink and connect to a published broker. So I'm going to re-enroll that device. And now it can re-enroll. So you'll see this device will keep trying to log on to the QuarkLink. It'll try again now, and hopefully if all goes well, it'll re-enroll and connect to the MQTT broker, and you can see it's now publishing information. And this is basically the status of the patient. It has an accelerometer inside and it's giving information. So it's now publishing, and everything is well with the patient. Now let's have a look at monitoring the patient's status. So what I'm going to do is this is actually publishing to the QL MQTT broker. So I want to register with that broker. So I'm going to allow this device to register with that broker, and it will then subscribe to every patient that's publishing to it. So you can see it too is enrolling with the QuarkLink, and it is now receiving information from the publisher. So this information here represents the same that's been sent. So now we're monitoring that patient. And to give you some idea, if the patient was to fall by a sharp action here, you can see that the information was sent to this subscriber. So you can see all the subscribers here. So this would be the administration staff that are monitoring patients, and this would represent the patients that have their IoT devices on their person and monitoring their status. That simply leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video presentation useful. Please visit our website at www.cryptoquantique.com for further information about our Q architecture products. If you're interested in evaluating a QuarkLink, please visit the website and click on our QuarkLink trial pack, where you can register for a free 30-day evaluation of QuarkLink. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great day.